The value you place on yourself shows greatly in the way you allow others treat you. Time and time again, I have seen relationships where you don't see self-worth in such a person. So why exactly are you in a relationship when you do not even have self-worth? It means this other partner will do whatsoever it is he deems fit that should be done to you. Why? Because you have no self-worth. Good morning. This is today's live on Equa Television International. We're happy to have you join us for our discussion today. You know, every Wednesday we talk about relationship. And so today we're looking at relationship and self-worth. What kind of self-worth do you attach to yourself? Not even to talk about the relationship to begin with. I'm not doing this alone. I have with me on the set today Engineer Tony J. Nakali. Good morning. Happy to have you. Joyce Chakata. Good morning.
Morning.
Solomon Sambo. Good morning.
Good morning, Jamila.
Great.
Thank you.
How you all doing?
Fine.
Okay.
Thank God.
Okay.
Today is Wednesday.
Relationship. Yeah, so we're talking about relationship and self-worth. And like I said earlier on, you find people without value. You find people without self-worth. And then I don't understand what they are looking for.
Is it because I did hand sign that you stopped looking at me?
Since you cannot talk,
Let me talk to people that can talk. Good morning and welcome to today's life. My name is Tony Nakale. Since I was haphazardly introduced. Jemima, you and Joyce, nobody loves the Wednesday show like you. You and Joyce.
I
How
don't
do you know
understand.
that?
Like, we like things being fixed, so it's fine that
That's
we
the
love
reason
it.
why she likes
It's fine that we love it. We like
It's the
things
reason
being
why
fixed.
she
The morale is the same from Monday to Friday.
We like things being fixed. So
You know my favorite day on today's life? Monday. Where you talk about work.
people
And
come to work
Tuesday,
angry.
where you talk about life.
Life.
These 2 days, they're important because if you don't have fulfillment in that Monday and Tuesday topic, there's no way the Wednesday will be relevant.
Of
And
course.
look at how the days
Yes.
arrange
You
your work.
understand?
You have to work
Relationship.
very- Yes, so people don't have any value at all, and that is why someone will be in a relationship and then things are not working out. Your partner, yes, I was going to say the person, your partner is just doing whatsoever he wants to do with you because he already knows that you don't have value. He already knows that you don't have self-worth. So he practically spells out every single thing that you need to do. So relationship and self-worth. Can a relationship work? Can a relationship be balanced if one person is struggling, one partner is struggling with self-worth?
Relationship.
Joyce wanted to start, then she remember what I said. Just relax. Let me be at least the second or the third person. Love, go ahead. Professor of love.
It's not meant for someone to suffer. That's it. Relationship is any chudeka.
Okay.
What was that?
I didn't get that.
You are becoming Joyce. You are becoming Joyce on this show. Joyce is learning English on the show from, she's learning English from. So yeah, please go ahead.
Like, nobody is an island. You're bringing something to build something. You understand? So you must understand that thing that you're bringing, and you must agree that this is what I'm bringing. This is what you're bringing, for you to build each other. But you see, when you talk about the question you ask, ideally, in a relationship, somebody should not suffer, because you are to build one another. And when you talk about self-worth, it's just that, some people don't really know who they are and why they are even in that relationship to even start with, whether they are ready or not. So once the other partner discover that this is your deficiency, he capitalizes on it. If the partner is a type that mean well for you and even the relationship, that's when you see leadership. We begin to coach you, begin to advise you that, see, this is what it's like it. And I think if we do this, it will help us. Both of us will all grow. And that's the reason why you find out in some relationship, you hear people like saying, where did these people meet? Like, because, do you know the reason? Because they see the gap between the two of them. One is high, maybe by personality or knowledge-wise. And they are thinking, no, these people are not supposed to be together. And then one is willing to come down to the level to drag the other so that there will be that balance. So ideally, in a relationship, somebody should not suffer. If you see the other person suffering in a relationship, he doesn't know his worth.
Okay. Chamo.
Why do we allow ghetto people on this?
Okay.
Once in a while, you are a tout to me. Once in a while, once in a while, you are this wonderful, elegant, pretty young lady. Once in a while, especially this Wednesday topic.
She's trying to.
Why do you
balance.
choose to be a tout on Wednesday?
No, I mean Chamo now. You are set.
What's Chamo? You don't know, right? So no, just Chamo.
All right.
Is that bougie?
Before Chairman talks,
Oh, Chamo.
Chamo.
You see, that's what I'm saying.
you asked the question like from the topic relationship and then self-worth. You were raising concern. You were really concerned from your introduction about people lacking value.
Did you see how she before the montage ended, she had already picked up?
Yes,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it showed that it has been a thing of concern for you, and I think not just you, but most of the problems that we're having associated with relationship is because of value. Last week we talked about love and value, how that people go into relationship without any value, or people don't appreciate when people don't appreciate love, or when they don't appreciate values, because you don't even know what it means. You don't even have it in the first place, so you will not even appreciate it. When Sambo Solomon was talking, he made mention of the fact that when two people go into relationship and then the other person notices that there's deficiency, he wants to capitalize on it. You don't even love the person in the first place. And that's why his second point, that when you love the person and you go into relationship with him or her and you see there's a deficiency, what you do, you offer leadership, you offer help. How can I help this person to grow and become better? So for me, like you always have issues, problems, challenges when you go into relationship without self-worth, because in the first place you don't even know who you are, you don't even know your value. See, when we talk about value, it's not about your accomplishment, it's not about your what you have achieved. Value is a sense of who you are, like self-worth, the value that you have in you. I mean, as a Christian, the Bible made me to understand that as a woman, the man that finds me finds favor, as in finds a good thing and obtains favor. Like, clear it some more.
And I will speak next, so I'm clearing.
Like, so
You said the man that what?
the man that finds me finds a good thing and obtains favor.
You say that finds a wife.
So I'm personalizing it.
No, you are not a wife, you are a single
I will
lady.
be a wife.
So wait until you.
So, but a lot of ladies, a lot of people that have not come to realizing their self-worth, they go into relationship for validation. They feel that it is the relationship that will complete me. Like I'm not good enough until I go into this relationship. And that is why whatever they are asked to do, they do it, even
With
when
extra.
yes, even when it does not align with their value or they are not comfortable with it. When you get to the point of knowing yourself, what you say no without thinking twice or feeling bad about it, because you know that this thing is not right, this thing does not align with my value, it will impact on my mental health, it will affect me one way or the other. So you don't struggle to say no when you ought to say no. And you don't, like, your self-value is you saying, I deserve to be respected, I deserve to be loved, I deserve to my boundaries like needs to be respected. So you don't just demand for it, but you have it. You tell yourself, this is who I am, and I'm deserving of all these things. I'm not an object that somebody would treat me or would toil with me the way he or she like wants. But because of my self-worth, because of my value, I should be respected, I should be loved. I don't even need to ask for it. We see people in relationships, they will say, you did not tell me you love me. You see what you have been doing to me. You did not treat me right. Like, and most times we attract like how we present ourselves, like also determines the kind of people we attract. There are men that will see, because they know this person knows her self-worth or her value, they will not even come to you because they know they have nothing to offer. So they want to prepare themselves before they come to you. I've had a young man say that, I like that girl, but I'm scared. I'm scared to go and approach her, or I'm feeling when I go, she will not accept me.
Where's the man, the young boy from?
I think it should be somewhere from Gombe, somewhere around that side. So he said that he thinks that if he goes to this plateau girl, she will not accept him.
You see that door, but it will be too small for you to walk out of after the show. Don't worry.
So you see,
and the girl is from Plateau.
Yeah.
So
So it's just important. Let's not go into relationship unprepared or without even knowing who you are. And that's why every time we emphasize on purpose. Like, what is your purpose? Have you come to the point of realizing your purpose? If you don't, you'll be tossed by the wind. Even in the relationship, you enter this one, say, this one does not respect me. You go to the next one, this one is beating me. Go to the next one, this one is lying to me. Next thing you say, you are depressed. Next thing you have struggling with some mental health issues. Why? Because even you've not come to the point of discovering or realizing that in yourself, like your self-worth or even your value. Like, people just feel, for some people, they think value or self-worth is tied to what they're able to achieve. I have a car, I have a house, I have PhD, I have masters, because there are people with all of this qualification, yet they don't have value, like nothing to offer. Even in the relationship, Sam Slomo emphasize on growth. If you're in a relationship, you should be able to hold each other's hand and help each other grow. But you are just in a relationship, do you know there are a lot of women, unfortunately, they go into marriage with the maid mentality. What if you ask them question about what makes you a wife? Cooking, washing, sweeping, and that's all. For her, that is what defines a wife. But there's more to it than just this maid duty.
Let's know what is more to it.
That's the value we're talking about.
So let's hear it now. Apart from cooking, burning, children. Excuse your kind of English. I mean, cooking, burning.
I didn't use that word.
He said chamo. What's it? Is burning not better than chamo? But it's true. It's true. I really like what you said, and we should hear what should a woman go into marriage with.
Okay, I think for me, it takes more than cooking, cleaning, like just these chores, because these are services that you can pay for. Like being a wife or going into relationship
Even
entirely.
the woman you are married, are you not paying for?
Paying for how?
Don't you pay money to marry?
You buy her.
Anything you give money and collect, what is it? Anything you exchange money with, have you not bought it?
There's just more to
when
all
you buy
of
a
that.
car, what are you supposed to do? You are supposed to drive it at your own speed. You can decide to run, you can decide to enter gallop. It's your car, you have paid for it. So let's hear the difference. I know one Esmim somewhere is like, really?
Unfortunately.
Esmim, I have any.
For me, I think there's more to being a wife than all of these chores. Like I said, you can pay for this service. I mean, we live in a time that there are people that that's actually their job, what they are into. I saw a young lady, a graduate, snap a picture with a mop stick and a broom, and she's into this house cleaning services. So a lot of innovations and people have taken over these things.
Go to Abuja and see, they have Facebook pages, sir.
Yes.
They clean this house. They are graduates. They are graduates. Some of them are even mobile. Yes, they clean this house, they sweep, they do everything. 2 hours they are done. They move to the next house. 2 hours. And if you want cooking too, they can cook for you as well and all that. They do it. They don't, and they can close by 4 or 5. They are done. They come back to their house and chill. They are paid well. They are paid well.
So
but some people, CBN, NNPC. If it's not these choice places,
So I think part of what you go into relationship with should entail physical, emotional, spiritual support. Like, you help each other grow. So think about it, that you are overwhelmed as a man that has a relationship, and then you have a partner that cannot even help you think or help you see things in a light that you don't even see. In as much as you are the head, you provide leadership, the wife or the person you're in a relationship with should also offer support to you in that direction. The person should understand your dream, should understand your purpose, and should also align and help you like achieve that. So imagine somebody going to a relationship with that mentality of just cooking, cleaning, like that's the sum total of what I'm supposed to do. We find that even relationship now, that's why a lot of young girls go for weekend at their boyfriend's house and say, if I don't go, who will cook for him? And they will cook different kinds of soup, clean the house, wash clothes, and I've done what I'm supposed to do. And tomorrow when they hear he's with another lady, they say, what have I not done to him? What have I not given him? I've given him my this, my that, and yet he went to cheat on me. Like, there's more to all of this than, that's why I said house help mentality. Like, there's more to it than just cooking, doing this. When you go into relationship, first discover what your self-worth. And when you discover your self-worth, when you go there, you also offer value. That the person that you're in a relationship with cannot help but like give you that respect, that love, that support that is being needed. But by the time you go with all of this kind of food, dude, and like, for me, there's more to it than just that.
You see, I see people without self-worth as lazy people. Because if you know something that is good for you and you intentionally refuse to do it, then that is laziness.
The Bible even says it's a sin.
Yes. If you know that having self-worth would boost your confidence and every other thing that applies to you. Imagine someone coming to you and knowing that you have self-worth, you have values, you have principles. He would arrange his scripts, arrange every other thing he wants to do before he comes to you, because he knows that this person I'm coming to is a no-nonsense person. So
You
why?
remind me of Gladys.
And sometimes, do you know that the even script will not play? Not
When
even
it comes-
adjusting.
You
Not
should
even
have, you would have
adjusting.
just waited to hear what
Okay,
I was
sorry.
going to say. I went to toast a girl in secondary school, Gladys. Intent was the word I was going to say. That word went to America and left me in Faringada.
Oh no. I can imagine.
I wanted to say I intend. It didn't come out. She said, "Why are you beating about the bush? Just tell me." Why you should have waited for me to have like get myself together before, and she gave me another one. Hey, I did. She said, I cannot do anything with a man that is not confident. What? Me? You know the name they were calling me then? Let me not say it. We are in church. I said, why? I told my friend Ruben.
Okay.
Ruben said, well, Sarah was not. Sarah was her friend. Sarah was not like that. Sarah is also, she's educated. They left a different school. God in Jesus just then. Something said there is no N in intent. Something said there is N. Something. I kept struggling with these two voices. Just say the intent. Just something that say no. Say intent. I say no. I don't want to mess up. I want to say the right thing. Who among these voices will tell me the right thing? None of them. I said, why are you beating about the bush? Come on, Chappy. I looked. I said, why don't we see another time? She said, yeah. You just wasted my time for nothing. Well, as we did until one day they live around Busabuji. So one day we decided to trek from Ferengada to Busabuji, and we were walking and we were talking, And she said, have confidence. I said, man. So I just told my friend, I said, look, just because words fail you does not mean you are not confident. You know, there are times, this is coming from what you said to me. There are times when you are going to meet a girl that you have been seeing with your eyes, but you have not encountered there are different things. See that encountering. When you encounter the person, and the person is high up there intellectually, and then you are somewhere close to the basement. You understand? But the person is like at the 10th floor. And the person is whipping you back to back. You need to have, like, you need to be courageous enough to put yourself together. And let's come back to the topic. You see, the topic is relationship and then self-worth. If you're talking about self-worth in a relationship, in the first instance, Jemima, Joyce wants to go into relationship with Solo. Does she even know what self-worth means? Like she was talking about just going to be offering services that could be paid for, that can be paid for rather, to acquire. But is she aware what is self-worth? By being aware, I'm not asking if she has come across the word before. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Is it personalized? Can she tell you, this is what self-worth means? And I have it, and I've been practicing, and this is... Well, not many girls. As a matter of fact, girls feel they should have self-worth before their bosses at work than to have it before a man that is willing to be in love with them. This thing that is called relationship, a lot of people just think is being in someone's life that is a relationship. No. Relate. Relationship. Relate. Let's relate. What does it mean to relate? I just did a post on Facebook some days ago. I said, until you have people that can speak your language in your life, you will spend the rest of your life interpreting to them your soul. Yes. Yeah. You will interpret your soul to the people. Why? Because you don't speak the same language. What is the business of that person in my life? Ladies are extremely shallow-minded. Do you know why I choose to go on that path? Because you are the ones always at the receiving end. You are the ones that are approached. You are the ones that are married. You are always the ones. You are in your house, somebody is looking for you. You are in the market, somebody is looking for you. You are at work, somebody is looking for you. You are in your friend's house, somebody is looking for you. It is not that way with men. It's not that way with men. So the person that is coming to you, what do you see besides him? If all you see is a sky blue, chinos, canvas, that's all you will get in the relationship. Because it will get to a point, even the person wearing this, he will get tired of them. It's either they are old or he's tired of the colors or anything. It's either he gives them out or he burns them or he archives them or something. But he will stop putting them on his body and they have lost worth. Yeah. Anything that has come to a point that its use is terminated, it becomes a dead thing and it's not usable anymore. And that is where people get it wrong in relationships. When people come to you, all you hear ladies say, he's tall, he's handsome, the cheese, like he has money. He dresses well, he smells good. You see, all of these things are extra things that you should look out for later in a relationship. There is no lady that will tell me when the guy came, it didn't seem like he wanted love. Oh, he's the first guy in history that enjoys women for their conversation alone. It's not. It's not. When a brother comes to you, if he's neutral, be neutral, sister. It's also self-worth. Be neutral. If he's positive, before you get to be positive, put your facts together. But Joyo, you and this your today's live. I'm happy with your contribution. You're a brilliant girl. Let me take you out on shawarma. See, don't play with me or don't tell me what you cannot do. This is somebody she doesn't even know. She sees him. She sees him. Do you understand what I mean? She sees him. Do you know him? Yes, I know him now. He walks. No, but you don't know him. I see him around. And you are anticipating an outing of shawarma that you can afford. And it is from there that you start saying things like, you bought shawarma for me. You put honey in my mouth. I tasted it and you stopped. Haba. That's how girls are. And the guy will start telling his friends, see this one, oh, because I enjoy a show, I carry her go buy shawarma. This guy know they gree me rest, oh. That's how guys talk.
That's the language.
And God forbid that I am a woman. Me, Tony Nakali, I am a woman. And a man says that to me. No. There are girls, I see how they anticipate to meet men. I see how they anticipate to hear from men. There's nothing wrong with it. But why are you doing it? That's the problem.
Like you're not completing yourself.
That is the problem. Jemima, Martha here is a cameraman. She's working, she's earning. Why is the same rice and beans of 2,000 paid by Solo sweeter than the one she's paying for from the same restaurant? That means she doesn't have sense. Because Solo will use that her taste buds and keep firing her. For no reason. Where are you? I am at work. That your work. Say you people are closing early. Just come before closing time. My head is aching. I want to go home. It's a lie. She wants to go and meet Solo. Because Solo is buying her rice and chicken, 2,000, that she can afford every day of her life, every day of the month from her salary. You see where ladies lack sense sometimes. And when we're talking about self-worth, when you come to a relationship, make that man speechless at some point. But when you come needing the man to be the provider, he will provide and disrespect you. Women are also providers, but you do not provide money, food, clothes. You provide something else. Relationship. What do you provide? Now you talk reasonably. You talk foundations. You talk buildings. You talk finishing. And what does that translate into? Raising kids. Your character as a man. This is not acceptable to me. But you can't say, tap for that a good. Once I say it, no. Let me tell you something. Someone came to see me just earlier, and I was telling him about a lady that called me. She's close to a colonel in the military. She's serving. Yes. She called me. She said, Uncle T, your brother is not ready. Your brother is not ready. I cannot marry him. I said, we have gone to pay. She said, no, that everything, that including the fuel and the expenses that was spent, that she's paying it back. I said, Auntie, you're not serious. She said, no, I can't. That is a lady with self-worth. She started talking and she broke down. She started crying. So she ended the call. So at about 6, 7, I called her. This was like 2 years ago. I called her. She said, Uncle T, I'm sorry I broke down. I said, no problem. It happens. What's the problem? I said, your brother is always drunk. No, she didn't use drunk. She said he's always high. That's how she said. If I call him, it's either he's with his friends drinking. And what is the time? It is before his closing time at work. Weekends from morning, his friends are in his house. They are drinking. They will sleep in his house. On Sunday, he will not go to church. She will call him intentionally. He's drinking. Or from the way he's sounding, she knows it. She said, I love him. And she started crying. She said, but Uncle T, I can't. So towards the end of the year, 2 years ago, she called me.
She said, Uncle T, there's one officer, even though I'm a senior. But I've started seeing him. Not like we have something strong. But he calls me, how are you? Have you gone to the clinic? Have you done this? Have you done that? Are you still in the hospital? And she was in the hospital. Are you there? Are you this? How far? He will tell her, don't give me that nonsense. So maybe she says, I'm not going to church tomorrow. Say, don't give me that nonsense. Church is 1 hour, 2 hours. Just go to church, come back and sleep, do whatever you want to do. She said, Uncle T, guess what? I said, what? She said, is your equa person. She has a child now. She has a child now. I think 3 months old or so. I think so. You see what somebody has held closely to his heart, drinking. It has cost him a woman like that. And only God knows where she will go and testify. I met the partner that suits me. I was with a drunkard. I had to leave. She doesn't have to mention the name. But people who knew how it
Would know him.
What is self-worth? Don't be afraid of losing something. Anything that is not meant to be yours, that is gone, you have not lost. Because in the beginning, it was not meant to be yours. So when we are talking about self-worth, Joyce has been in and out of relationship, and I respect her for that. Maybe if she was desperate, by being in and out, I don't mean she has 5 relationships. If you have 2 relationships that you have been in and out, they're in and out. But these were people that were willing to marry her. These were people that were willing to take it to the next level. But she saw some things that are beyond marriage. And she said no. And anybody that is willing to stay with a man should be willing to also stay with the person with his character even after marriage. And don't complain to anybody. That's nonsense.
I really like the angle you came from, talking about people being shallow-minded.
Am I done?
Even though I don't agree that
Am I
all
done?
ladies.
See, that's why they left her in the relationship.
Even though I don't agree that
Man
all
is talking,
ladies.
woman is interrupting.
No, yeah, Shebi, you have talked.
Calm down. Can be calming down in life. Be calming down in life.
Say life.
So that they will marry you. Be calming down so that they will marry you.
Not anybody. So
This is not self-worth. This is pride.
it's not. You see, I like that. Not being shallow-minded. Being shallow-minded is you not even knowing your value at all in the first place. I had some ladies conversing about a guy. Okay, the other lady they were talking about this particular guy that came, asked her out, or they are in a relationship with. And then the other lady, this man that is stingy. And then he's not stingy. Then the other person responded, it's not like he's that stingy, but at least he used to take us out. He buys us, he used to try, at least he takes us out. He buys fish. And sometimes when we stop at eatery, he buys like shawarma, pizza. And I was really not just disappointed, but broken. I mean, do you mean that this is your sum total? That he's trying? And what was the basis? Because the other person was saying, I think he's stingy. Then the other person said, no, he's trying, no. So I was really waiting to hear the trying. And then this lady now said that he used to take us out. Anytime we go out, he buys fish, he buys them drink. And then the other lady says sometimes when they stop at like eateries, he buys shawarmas, so he's trying. So imagine the mindset, what you go into relationship with. Some ladies will say like the 5,000, the 10,000, the 20,000 they give them, this man, the cheese. I had a lady saying that we went out with him. Munchimishikudi, like we ate his money. Munshamishigya, munchina mankari, like we had alcohol, we ate meat, dog meat. So like they were really happy. They were really they were really happy. So I was honestly like, wow, you mean you cannot, like, you can't afford to buy these things. You cannot.
Joyce, do you know the reason why that got you like the way it did? Because you are of a different pedestal when it comes to self-worth. It's just imagine a girl that is at their level, at that eatery or wherever you people met, that they were also spending money on you. Wherever you met, right? if there was somebody that was of their class, the person will come and tell them, Mama, that's the life. Like she doesn't even know them. But I don't know why ladies have so reduced, because marriage does not mean anything to ladies anymore. If I enter, it doesn't work, I walk out.
That's the
And the Bible says God hates divorce. He hates putting away. That's what the Bible says, that God hates putting away. We are not saying that eventualities will not come that will warrant divorce. I'm not of that school of thought. But I'm just saying that you want to build a house, like Solo was talking about building earlier. Two of you must build. It's not one man that will build. Relationship. Two of you will build it. Why? Because the material for building the relationship is your morals, your values, your self-worth. When you discuss it, it is upon that. You don't use cement and block to build relationship. No. You use personality. You use who you are. You use the things that you love and the things that you hate to build a relationship. If you think that the things that you don't like are not important in a relationship, that you don't want them to show up, then the building will be incomplete. You live in an uncompleted building. You think that you have built. No. I want to know the things that you don't like. They are more important than the things you like. Oh, the things you like, I can effortlessly do them. But the things that you don't like, I will do them intentionally. But hiding. I will hide to do them. But you know, let me put this a simple question to you. Have you ever gone to the market to buy something? Have you ever gone to the market? Have you ever gone to the market to buy something? It's the same with me. How come you carry 5,000 from the house, from your pocket, and say, let me go to the market? And when you get to the market that you decide what to buy.
Okay.
No. Sometimes women even make lists with their husband. Oil is finished. Groundnut oil is remaining. And the wife will say, leave the palm oil. Let's buy groundnut oil. You agree. If as unimportant as that is, why would somebody that is coming to live in your life not be as important that you will sit down to have a checklist on? You don't have self-worth. That means anything works for you. Anything works for you. Let him just wear men's clothes. He's my person. He's a man. Man na man. Man is not man. There is a man that you get married to. BBC in the morning. Radio Nigeria in the afternoon. JFM in the night. Radio, every now and then he's tuning. He's not even digital, he's tuning. You're in America. Say these Americans, that is all the man does. Or Chelsea, when will Chelsea have sex? I'm even leaving that team. No, man. When you see rich men, people arguing over issues, they argue over issues that will bring them progress and money. Progress and money. Somebody said, look, if you don't have money, woman will disrespect you. I say it's not true. I say it's not true. Money plays a vital role in a relationship. But you need to hold your woman like this, even in the absence of money.
It's because of what some ladies have reduced themselves to. But you see, we've laid a lot of emphasis about ladies and how that they do not even know their self-worth and settling for things that they can literally afford. Yesterday, I had a cause to talk to a sister, and I was like, there's more to you than these outings that they are taking you that you think they actually love you. There's more to you. Yeah, I'm happy that she's watching. I said, there's also more to you than this transfer. Like, you are literally, because at that point she was crying. And there's more to you than this.
She was crying that Hassan did not transfer.
She was crying personally.
If Hassan transfer money, you will kill her. You people small, they are transferring to another.
God, let me leave this matter.
Like, hey, he's dead.
She just remember that she's on air. I will ask her.
I almost said so, but I was guided. See, there's more to you, whether a man or a woman. There's more to you than just this money, food, and all of that. And for a man, there's more to you than the size of, I need to say this, your penis. Because I've heard men say that I give her good sex, like she has no reason to complain. I give her good sex, I give her food, I give her money.
there's
Then
more
what is she complaining
complaining
about?
about. There is
Like
more
that
to
is
you.
all that
that you
makes a
can-
woman happy.
Do
Like
you understand? There's more to you than just these trivial things. These are things, like I said earlier on, these services that women think, well, this is what makes me a wife, it can be paid for. This thing that you're also boasting about, it can be gotten elsewhere. What is it that you have that is adding value to the other person, that is helping this person grow and become a better version of him or herself? It's a two-way thing, and that's why Engineer Tony emphasized the relationship. It's not a one-sided thing. It's not you as a woman expecting everything from the man. What are you also giving? What help, what support are you giving him physically, mentally, emotionally? Sometimes we just think, oh, men are strong beings, men are this, like they don't have problems. Sometimes they are just critical beings. You have no idea what, in his silence, what is actually going through. What emotional support are you giving to him? Are you that woman that goes into relationship just all expecting, oh, I left every other man just to be with you, you have to do everything for me? Or are you that man that, okay, because I pay your school fees, I feed your family, or I used to give you pocket money, you have to always open your leg for me? There is more to you. You can't be in a relationship and be accepting disrespect because somebody is giving you money for food or is giving you money for hair. And that's why I say there's more to you than these little things. Somebody will literally disrespect you, and tomorrow you go back to the person. I had a lady saying that, and is my man now, that he will be angry with me, or he will still come back. Like, just give him time, he will come back. And I was like, wow. And you will also accept that this person will disgrace you publicly, will embarrass you.
you are thinking that way because you know the meaning of disgrace and embarrassment. They don't. You see, anytime we talk, information is important. You see, I wish that a lot of people are watching this today's live and they are passing the message. But even if bigger platforms than this talk about these things, some people just feel it's just talk. It's not just talk. Somebody sat down and said, there will be something called love relationship. But before then, let me create the people that will practice it. God, yes. And he said, this is how they should do it. And he wrote in his word, this is the basic thing is the man should love, the woman should submit. These are the basic thing. And this is the only connecting factors between the two people. And then somebody will go and write book. I say wrote book. Somebody will go and write book, 7 ways to keep a healthy home, and the person is divorced. No, it's not done that way. You see, everybody has what they call his love language. You like this, you have met 3 men, relationship. There is no way you will tell us that these men love the same thing. Another man is willing to wait, no sex, till you are married. But he pisses you off with his drinking attitude. Another man does not drink, but his own, he must have sex every day. How will I know you can satisfy me without? The other one, he doesn't care about the two, but he's a thief. And then you are wondering, these people will not fit in my life. That is why I'm leaving. But you know what? Ladies foolishly don't take cognizance into these things. They are like, where will you even see man these days? Will you not just carry the one you see and walk on him? Walk on what?
Beating you and you are saying he loves me.
Walk on what? Walk on what?
The devil you know.
It's
better than the angel you don't know. How can that? Who invented that saying? Ojemima, self-worth is what you should enter a relationship with, because it is the longevity. It determines the longevity of your relationship. Because if the man promises you or promised you, well, we have to take it to the back, promised you that he respects your values, he respects his self-worth, he respects what he sees in you, he respects, he's mushy, he touches you, you agree, but when he tries to off your clothes, you're like, no, doesn't mean I don't love you, but no, I am principled until we are married. The day he marries you, he will respect you, even if he sees other women outside. Yeah. And that's the self-worth is what pricks the conscience of every man anytime he thinks about you.
Yes.
But you are just a girl, you are like this. Babe, call they catch me. Zone.
And you know the worst part is you even giving excuse for somebody that you know that this man is promiscuous. He's promiscuous, like any girl he sees.
But you know,
and you're giving excuse. Oh, men are polygamous.
You know one thing that we should also talk about. is this promiscuity. It should be a topic. Because they said that one boy asked his father, is fornication still a sin? Because of how rampant it has become. See, any girl, not all, but any girl, I don't know how you're going to relate that. Any girl that tells you she's in Abuja, she's a realtor, she's working in gym as gym instructor. There are jobs now that have replaced that name prostitute. That is who they are. Most of them. Most of them. Yeah. Most of them. That
I think
when I just hear that you are a realtor, you are in Abuja. Where have you been? I've been in Abuja. What are you doing? I'm into estate. I'm into this. I'm into that. I just know that you are gone. Otilo.
A lady
So
recently shared her
about
experience.
the implications and the consequence, but how then does one build self-worth? Because there are people that are already in the dilemma as we speak.
Put it as a
They
topic,
are-
building self-worth in a relationship. Then we discuss it. Because if you bring this now, there's
Yes,
no...
but at least someone may not be here to watch when we're talking about building self-worth. At least in a word or two, a sentence or two, how can one generally just build self-worth?
It starts with saying, who am I? What do I want? What would I be needing in a relationship? How do I want to be taken care of? These are the things you want.
Yeah.
But what is in it for the man? It's your self-worth. What is in it for the man? The first thing is that the man sees what is appealing to him. The next thing, he's trying to cut you open to see what is embedded within you. He has seen outside, but he needs to slice you open to see what is inside. Character, nature, personality.
Temperament.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Because this last one that you said is even important. Men hate women that are highly temperamental. Small thing. Before his friends, you have abused him because you are angry. You can't wait to discuss it later. You see, so we need to bring a topic, building self-worth. Then we look at how to build self-worth. What is it first? When you understand what it is, how do you build it? How do you have it first? How do you conceptualize it? How do you conceive it? How do you build it? How do you develop it? How do you grow it? Then how do you show a man? Because you can have it and wrongly show it. Me, I want a man that can, of course, self-worth, but is wrongly explained. And then it puts the man off, even if that is what he's willing to do. So this has to be...
I think also have confidence in yourself. It was last week we talked about self-esteem, talked about life. And it has to do with how you perceive yourself, regardless of what is being put out there. People are not appreciative of who they are, and that's why you bleach. People don't appreciate who they are. That's why they go into any relationship for validation. Like, who am I? And then, what's my purpose? If you come to realizing this or answering this question, it will also help you that as you go into relationship, what am I going to this relationship with? How can I be of help to this person? Personally, sometimes I reflect on that. If I'm going to relationship, if I'm in relationship with this guy, of what help am I to him? Of what support am I to him? Like, what's my place? Like, you need to always reflect on that. You need to build confidence. That's the only way you can have self-worth. Like, there are a lot of narrative around how relationships should be, like transactional. He gives you this, you give him that. If you accept all of this definition, you just be living in confusion. And at the end of the day, you see yourself depressed because you're not getting it well. And like Engineer Tony always emphasize, the manual is the Bible. It has already describe our place. And if you read like Proverbs 31 about the virtuous woman, like, think about yourself. Am I actually, if the Bible say a woman, he who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor, like, do I fit in? What area of my life do I need to adjust? Most times we allow the world to just direct how and the ways that we should go. And that is why you don't feel good about yourself. You always want validation. A man that is promiscuous, you give excuse for him that all men are like that. A man is disrespecting you, say, he will still come back. You're in a relation, a man is beating you and you say he loves me. In fact, some ladies will say, if you don't beat them, you don't love. That's lack of self-worth. If you have value, if you believe in you, if you have confidence, then you know that respect, love, support is nothing that you don't have to ask for it. It should come naturally because you are a person of value.
Indeed. Thank you so much.
Solo has something to say.
Well, for me, I would say any man that is
Is this your first word on the show?
No.
No. I think third.
Okay. You're
You're
scouting.
counting.
You know,
He's really angry.
no, I'm not.
I'm joking. Yeah.
I enjoyed the show. You know, any man that is manipulative in nature, he doesn't have self-worth.
Yes.
Because some people, they come in their manipulative nature, they keep ladies that are genuine. They manipulate them, they make them feel inferior.
And you block the road for.
And you block the road
for
for
other
others.
men that
And
are-
you know, deliberately you know where you are going, because you know you are not going to settle with those people because you just feel she's too good for you. This time around, it's not that she's not good for you. She's too good. Not that she don't have character, but you feel she's too good for you because of your nature. But you are being manipulative. You don't have self-worth. You should just repent.
True. Thank you so much, Engineer Tuni Jenakali, Joyce Jakada. Thank you, Solomon Sambo. Thank you. Self-worth is something that everyone is expected to have. Nobody will look down on you. Nobody will treat you anyhow because you have self-worth. In fact, that person that will come to you will have to sit down and really arrange whatever it is he wants to say to you because he can see that you have self-worth. It is important that everyone do that and have that self-worth. Thank you for doing this with us. Until we come your way tomorrow, do have a great day. Bye.